Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Lammers here. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a line output converter into your subwoofer and amplifier setup in your car. This video is going to be for people who have a car that has a stock stereo, usually found in higher end models, but it could also be in a lower end model. Just a stereo you can't pull out of the dash and plug in RCA cables and a remote wire. If you guys don't have a line output converter, or even if you're just looking to see exactly what they are, I have links to everything from subwoofer to amplifier, wiring kit, and the line output converter. I have links in the description. Go check them out. I'm just going to be showing you how to install it. I'm not going to be going into how it works, how to set it up, how to tune it, any of that. So just check it out. Just click the link, read up on it a little bit. But other than that, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so this is what a fuse looks like. You can see right there those metal prongs on the sides. You're going to take your remote wire, strip it back a little bit, and just wrap your remote wire, the exposed wire, around one of those prongs. Then you're going to go down underneath here next to your brake pedal. There's a fuse box. And as you can see right in there, that's where my remote wire is. Okay? All I did was wrapped it around one of those sides and pushed it back in there. It took a little bit of elbow grease, but once you push it back in, that'll work. If you guys don't have the 2013 Honda Civic, look right there, or some maybe in the manual, and it'll give you a description of what all the fuses are. The sunroof works well. My car doesn't have a sunroof, so obviously that won't work for mine. So basically anything. The windshield wipers is a stupid one because that means that you have to turn on your windshield wipers for your amp to turn on. But something like the power outlet, the sunroof, the interior lights would be stupid because you don't have those on all the time. Something that's on all the time when the car is on will work fine. And that remote wire the same way I did with the power wire back through those seats there. Then I just connected it right to the amp. Okay, so now comes the fun part, right? So here's my speakers in the rear. This comes straight from the head media console up in the front, the stock stereo. Okay, so what I did is I stripped the wires a little bit and connected speaker wire to it, and then just used electrical tape to secure it, right? And then plugged it back in. So these two wires, you can see the blue and the orange right there, are coming from the head media console, the stock stereo, and then this is speaker wire that I bought. You just splice it right into there and then plug it back in. That runs behind my amp and connects into this. Same thing on this side, okay? Super easy, just splice the wires, connect it, electrical tape, whatever you want to use for that. Heat shrink tubing works too. And this is what it's connecting to. It's called a line output converter, or an LOC. Here's the RCA. I'll explain that in a little bit. I want to show you what I did back here with these. So the white right here is what comes stock. That's obviously not going to be long enough to connect to the speaker, so I needed to use speaker wire to connect it longer. Again, I stripped both sides, tied them together, and then used electrical tape to secure it. And the same thing with this one. Just keep track. The left side is always the driver's side, so this is the left speaker. Okay, next thing to do is to plug in your RCA cable. Okay, I don't know if I can do this with one hand because it's going to be slipping around a lot. Let's see. There we go. Okay, red goes to red and white goes to white. I ran these cables back behind my amp. Comes out right there, or excuse me, behind my sub, comes out right there. Then you just plug white to white and red to red, or in this case black to red, into my amp. Okay, and that's all it takes. Okay, there's no running remote wires up to this head unit. In my opinion, I mean, it took me so much longer to figure this out because of, you know, the lack of videos of how to do it, and my knowledge of cars, which is pretty minimal. But honestly, this is super easy. You know, it takes no time at all. The only thing you have left to do is to turn your car on, make sure everything's running fine, make sure that your amp is grounded, make sure you have secure connections, tune your amp, and you're set to go.